Hello guys, my name is Real Orchid and I am back with a building tutorial. I am a dedicated gamer and played Conan Exiles for about 5,000 hours over the last years. I show you how to become a master builder in Conan Exiles Enhanced by teaching you hidden mechanics which can be used to build gorgeous bases and locations. All mechanics works without mods, so you are able to use everything you see in this tutorial even on official servers. Become a master builder in Conan Exiles, you need to understand stability in these games. Whenever we place a foundation or pillar with a ceiling, we get 100% of stability. Whenever we add a ceiling or a roof to a foundation, we lose 20% of stability to that building part. So let's build that quickly together. We start with a foundation and add 4 ceilings to the foundation. The 5th one would end by 0%, so it's not possible to place it. So we add a pillar on the bottom of the last ceiling. Pick the ceiling again. Add 4 ceilings again until we can't place any more. And then end this building with a foundation and delete the pillar. So we are going to check. We have 100%, 80, 60, 50, 20, 20, 40, 60, 80, and again 100. This also adds for the roofs. No? Whenever you place a wall, you can add 4 tiles of roof on this wall until you're done. For staircases, it's quite a bit different because staircases doesn't lose 20% each time you place one, but 25%. So we are ending up on 25% on the last staircase building part. But as we have 25%, we are able to place a ceiling on top, which is ending on 5% stability. See, we can build it from the other side. If you are build larger buildings, keep in mind you are able to build 4 ceilings or roofs or 3 staircases to a 100% foundation before you have to bring additional support to the building. And speaking of numbers, the maximum gap for an elevator to pass is 32 foundations. So let's learn how to lift and shift foundations to be able to build stairs like this. We are going to start with a foundation straight on the ground. Pick whatever wall you want. Place it in the direction you want to build your staircase or whatever building you want to build, right? Pick the foundation again, and then you are searching for the upper snapping point, which is provided by the wall, right? You place that foundation, place another foundation for the sake of the tutorial as we are building a staircase. Then pick the wall again, and rinse and repeat. Search the upper snapping point, add another foundation, pick the wall again, and so on. So moving forward. So once done, we remove every second foundation and pick the fence foundation from the menu and search the lower snapping point of each foundation, which is exactly between the gap of the normal foundation and the upper snapping point of the wall. Then pick the foundation again and snap it to the fence foundation snapping point. Get back and remove the fence foundations from your staircase. Here we go. We are not limited to shift up and down, but also to the side. To do so, we place the foundation, place another staircase, pick the central pillar, place it beneath the stairs, bring stability to the ground, remove all other building parts, take a ceiling, pick the foundation, snap to the ceiling, remove all the other parts, and now we are able to shift that foundations to a half side compared to other buildings, which gives us additional like corners we can play with. We can build some defense towers which are not exactly aligned with the rest of the building, which makes the whole building looks a bit smoother. And I actually like it when a building doesn't have too many straight lines, and so you can break it in a nice manner. And now one of the biggest mysteries in Conan Exiles building, which burned many players' mind to the ground and left us with sleepless nights: placing storage chests. Who feels that? You try to align somehow using your foundation pattern, run left and right, feeling like an idiot, doing weird things? Sorry, bro. Really, we were all in that same boat. The ice-sliding ability when you try place storage chests in a manner which is acceptable by our super strong inner monk is just awful. But don't worry, my friend, I have a decent solution for you. So here we go, we use flotsam foundations on the area where we are going to place the chests. It doesn't really matter in which direction the arrow points, but make sure it always points on the same direction. Because we use these tiles, you see it here, to align our chests. After that we place fences just to the backside of the foundation. We are going to pick the chests, and now we press S to move backwards. And now you see when I wiggle right with the mouse, it starts moving left. When I wiggle left, it starts moving right. And we use that pattern to place the chest. You see, I wiggle left and it moves right. And that's in real time, right? We can adjust ourselves pretty nice by using this fence on our backside. Now we check the alignment on the ground with the floor tile of the flotsam foundation. Once the lower chest is placed, you place the upper chest by using the bottom line of the blueprint by aligning it to the line on the chest. You can place it like that, just right at the wall, or you try to build a nice storage shelf for your storage chests. To do so, we use the technique to lift foundations twice and then add a fence foundation to remove the other original foundations. After that, swap in some flotsam foundations, and again followed by the fences. And as we did on the other side, but we don't aim for the wall but for the front line. And I highly recommend to leave at least a slight gap in between soul chests. Place a ceiling on top, whatever ceiling you like. I usually prefer the isolated wooden ceilings. So put a sandstone or brick ceiling on the backside. Then add again the fences to align ourselves to the floor. Place another fence with the spikes to the inside. And pick the chests and start over again. And after you have placed the first one, take your time to check if it's aligned to the one on the bottom. Yeah, to make sure it is kind of bad if you have placed all the chests just to notice you shifted it too far. So remove all that stuff and bring it back to your original style. Add another ceiling at the top. And if you like, you can place some signs in between to mark your belongings. The next topic is actually a short and easy one, but many times I see people struggling with building roofs when a foundation blueprint is a bit fancier than a simple 2x2. But don't worry, that's an easy fix. Really, it's a really easy fix. Just watch at your feet and check what foundation is used and in which direction it points. Then copy that to the roof. If a triangle foundation is pointing outwards, you put the inverted triangle roof, which is pointing outwards, and place it like that. If you have a squared foundation, just use a square. If you're in a corner, use a corner roof. If you on a free line, use an aligned normal roof. Yeah, and it looks like that. It's pretty accurate. And if you have some squishy gaps like this, which doesn't make you pretty happy, then just keep life easy and use a normal wall which snaps on the top side, the bottom line of the roof. You can also add some normal ceilings to get a cleaner look to the bottom. And last but not least, a nice trick to clip fences into door frames to get nice and large windows like this. For this one, you either need the Riders of Hyboria DLC pack or certain bazaar items. I would not incentivize you to spend money for that, but many of you own them because they are quite popular, so I want to show that in this guide. As for the bazaar items, one of them is the Turanian wall arch from the Turanian expansion set. The other one is the Yamatai Tower sliding door frame from the Yamatai Tower set. So for the tutorial, we are going with the Riders of Hyboria DLC pack and use the stable fence gate frame building piece. Here we go, we are going to place again some foundations. We are going to place the stable fence gate frames first. Then we pick the fences we want to place into this door frame, and once done, we are going to pick the original door frame we finally want to place into this building. And here we go, we can't swap sides, so we dismantle it again and pick the ones and swap it to the other side, right? Pick the fence again, place it. Then go to the final form and replace that shape. And here we go, that's it. That's a nice little hack to get larger windows, and you actually can do this with any style you possess, right? So, and that's it. These are my top 5 tips, the Conan Exiles building system, and I hope they help you to improve your own base even more. Thank you so much and see you. Bye bye.